Thank you. I'm honored to be here today. And, let me say for the record that this problem of not enforcing our immigration laws is not something new here. It goes back actually for some time now. The city that I was mayor of is 2,000 miles away from the nearest southern border. It is not anywhere where you would believe would have a legal immigration problem, but we did. Our population grew by 50%, but our tax revenue remained the same. That's a pretty incredible statistic for a city to grow so large and yet not see any increase in tax revenue. And there were many problems that followed it, and actually the quality of life in the city was diminished because of our inability to provide services to a larger population with less revenue. We also saw the problem. We saw higher crime rates, and that's how we realized there was an illegal immigration problem, was actually through some high-profile crimes that were being committed. And during the investigation, it was determined many times that the people involved were in the country illegally. Now, I'm not ever saying that the only people who committed crimes in Hazleton were illegal immigrants. What I'm saying is it was how we were able to document the fact that we did have a population in the city that was there illegally. Not understanding why and how to deal with it in a small city, I had the opportunity to go down to Washington and meet with Department of Justice in 2005, December, as a matter of fact. Told them about the problem of the illegal immigration problem I had, of our small budget and our inability to deal with it. And they were great. They brought in a lot of experts to talk to me, and at the end of the day, I got this nice coffee mug, I got a lapel pin, a pat on the back, and they sent me home. Realizing that the federal government was not going to deal with this problem. A few months later, May 10th, 2006, was the turning point for me as city resident. Derek Kishline, father of 3 children, 29 years old, while working on his pickup truck, had some words with one of the leaders of the Latin Kings, Pedro Cabrera, who was in the country illegally and arrested 7 times before he came to Hazleton. Went in his car, took a gun, and shot Mr. Kishline in the head, killing him. I had to sit with his parents and explain why this man was still in the country. That was the turning point for me. I realized that I had to do something. I was the first mayor in America to pass a law dealing with illegal immigration, and I was sued, and the case went on to the Supreme Court. And that began my quest to try to do something about the problem of illegal immigration. And as I find myself here in Washington still dealing with the problem, and this is where the problem is, it's right here in Washington with administrations who are unwilling to deal with this problem. There's a lot of things I hear, especially now. It's very interesting to me. It's, one of the things I hear all the time is, if you like your health care plan, you can keep it. I also hear that our borders are more secure now than ever. And this report today is very, very important because this pokes holes into that false perception that this administration is giving, that our borders are more secure, and I believe that is nothing more than smoke and mirrors to set the stage for an amnesty bill. And I believe that's what we're seeing here. Whether it's a border security bill or any immigration bill, I believe that will be used as a tool to go to conference with the Senate to come out with a pathway to citizenship bill. The fact that the administration, we don't need new laws right now. We need an administration who will enforce the laws we already have. So it's very interesting for me to hear the administration make the claim that there are more deportations than ever, and how tough they have been on those that are in the country illegally, and the fact that our borders are actually more secure now. So therefore, I believe the best is yet to come. Therefore, we can now begin to pass a comprehensive immigration bill. That's what I believe is the coming attraction. And just again, to add to what you're going to hear today, on August 20th, 2010, ICE Director John Morton outlined a new department policy that if an arrested illegal alien is not a convicted criminal or a terrorist threat, the case against the defendant will be dropped. 2011, in June, ICE, a directive which ordered ICE agents not to arrest certain broad categories of illegal aliens, including minor criminals. Basically, all you needed to do was say that I am a dreamer and I have been brought here as a child, and they cannot pursue whether or not that is accurate or not. This prosecutorial discretion, which I believe is illegal, I don't believe that the president has the authority to use prosecutorial discretion when it comes to immigration. Again, flies in the face of the fact that they are making the claim that our borders are more secure and they are enforcing the laws that we have. So, 1986, the last time we had amnesty in America, when 1.5 million illegal aliens, which they believed were here, turned out to be 3 million or more that were given amnesty. Ronald Reagan made a promise to the American people that this will be a one-time deal. We will secure the borders, and this will never happen again. Well, here we are with well over 11 million. Our borders are still not secure, and I believe we should keep Ronald Reagan's promise first and secure the borders before we do anything else.